Hey everyone, this is Frank Chin with REIClub.com, the only site you'll need as a real estate investor. And today I have a quick video for you that should help you better decide whether or not you would like to start renting to Section 8 tenants. Right here you'll see a description of what the Section 8 program is, and over here you'll find a list of acronyms of terms we're going to be using throughout the video. Now the first thing I wanted to cover with you guys are the criteria that someone needs to qualify to be part of the Section 8 program as a tenant. First thing is they must be a citizen and have eligible immigration status. 2, they must qualify as a very low income family, and what that means is they must have an income below 50% of the median income of the area they're wanting to rent in. Now, Section 8 vouchers cannot be used for public housing. They cannot be used for nursing homes, dorms, or properties which are partially occupied by the owner. It has to be a vacant home. Now, that being said, let's jump into the pros of renting to a Section 8 tenant. First and foremost, lower turnover and shorter vacancy periods. Generally, typically with Section 8 tenants, your lease contracts are going to be for 1, 2, or 3 year commitments, sometimes more. From my experience, we've had tenants that have been there for 5, even 10 years, which is great, right? We don't have to look. 2, rent security. That's what I love the most about it. Rental payments are subsidized by the government, so they cover either a portion of the rent or the entire rent for people who are in their program. So it's really great. The payments are always on time and very dependable. So landlords love to hear that, right? So the third thing is large available pool of potential renters, okay? The waiting list for new Section 8 tenants is usually very long. So anytime you may lose a tenant, you have a huge pool to tap into at your PHA, okay, your public housing agencies. 4, your strict rental responsibilities. So the HUD and PHAs have a very strict contract that protects the landlord and creates very strict guidelines for their tenants, okay? So it's really just a great contract. If you haven't taken a look at it, I highly suggest you do so. Now let's move on to the next thing, which are the cons. Why would you not want to invest or take part of this program? First, full inspections. By HUD's housing quality standards, you have to have it up to code to their standards. If not, you gotta bring it up to code, or else you cannot rent it to a Section 8 tenant. 2, fear that the Section 8 tenant or their children will not properly maintain the premises. From my experience, majority of people in the program are single parents, multiple children. Some don't have the greatest background, so there's a possibility that your property could be damaged within the first year. So just be prepared for that sometimes, okay? 3, rent must be within FMV and FMR, and what that means is you're not able to increase the rent without approval first, because you have to remember the government is paying for the portion or the entirety of the rent, okay? So that's a bit of a hassle. The last one are evictions. So HUD requires that Section 8 tenants actually can only be evicted through judicial action. Although, even though that state laws allow other procedures, this is how you got to handle Section 8 evictions, which I've done. It's a very tedious process. It's not something I would put anybody really through. So just keep that in mind. Now, qualifying, if you're wanting to have one of your rental properties be part of this Section 8 program, here's the process to do it, okay? First step, notify your PHAs that your property is available, okay? And that you would like to rent to tenants with a Section 8 voucher. That's step 1. Step 2 is the advertising aspect of it. All you really need to say in your advertising, wherever you do it, is Section 8 welcome, okay? And that will actually generate a lot more leads because there's a lot of people in this program. Step 3 is a screening process. Once you find a tenant, make sure you do the screening. Background check, rental history, all the background checks you need to do, okay? And the PHAs will actually help you with that. 4, inspections, okay? Make sure your house is up to code, HQS quality. Okay, and then last but not least, there's 5. Once you have a tenant, everything's good to go. You sign your HAP contract, or pretty much the payment contract with the city and the agency, and you're good to go. Bam, you have a Section 8 tenant in your property. So guys, in summary, renting with Section 8 is a great way to get your properties rented out. But be sure that you're familiar with the process and you know what you're getting into. Section 8 isn't the most beautiful situation, but it's a great way to get your properties rented and guaranteed payments by the government. So do your screenings, do the necessary due diligence, as I usually say, and your PHAs will assist you with this all the way through. Again, this is Frank Chin, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I hope it helped. Be sure to leave comments below about what you thought about the video, as well as subscribe to our channel so we can keep you posted of when new videos are immediately posted. So once again, Frank Chin here with REIClub.com saying thank you, good investing, and take care. Bye-bye.